with us forever. And if I'm playing the wing against him, you get a pass and he's right in your face. Where other guys, you get a pass and they're backing up already through the neutral zone. Murdoch was within a stick length of you. He closed the gap right away on you. And
Yeah.
and the other thing is, guys that played a lot, like Murdoch, they pass to the center. That's their first look all the time.
To the
The
center.
center's open, the center gets the puck. Everybody else skates at the winger, takes their checker right towards the winger, and then passes to the poor winger who's already got his players on him. So Murdoch always talked about you get between the dots, and you feed from there, and that's the difference. And we're teaching our players, like you talked about, everybody goes wide. We do all opposite. Like Finland stresses play in the big ice between the dots.
Yeah.
So all the stuff we do, they have to get between the dots with the puck. And then you have options where, of course, the defense wants you against the boards, right? You don't have very many options. You're not very dangerous out there.
Right.
And I talked to the players. I said, right now we're playing backwards. You get the puck and you go wide where the defense wants you, and then you pass to a player in the middle who has their whole team is in the middle. And you're taking a
Yeah.
pass like that, the defense right in your face, and so it's got to be opposite. I think Gretzky and Curry, I saw them play so much, they always created a 2-on-1 on the widest player. So Curry would be on the right wing, he'd cut across, Gretzky take the ice behind, he'd give it to him, and Gretzky would go wide, and Curry would do different things, and Gretzky would read whether the D dipped back down or not, and they always set up that 2-on-1, and then the other guy went to the net, and that's creating 2-on-1s all over the ice is really what the whole point of the game is. And
Yeah.
someone taking the ice behind me. That's what the Russians did all the time. Always kept to the inside, someone took the ice behind them, and then someone took the ice behind them, you know, and then you hang on to the puck and you make plays and you cause confusion.
You know,
The Russians were amazing.
at U13, to me, I don't talk about creating a 2-on-1 and crossing and dropping yet because the first step is to be able to drive skate to the net. And being able to execute an inside fake, a wide lateral move, accelerating out of the range of the poke check, but driving to the net because at U13, most forwards go wider and wider and they have a bad shooting angle. And they could drive to the net. They've got to get that leg out and that arm out. And I actually am offering $5 to the coaches to reward a drive skate penalty because if you do that and you've got the wide winger driving or the middle winger driving, you're going to have some real good chances. But they've got to learn to drive skate. If they start getting fancy up top too early, well, you lose your attack ability, especially with an attack triangle with sort of a drive trail kind of concept on a 2-on-1. That's my thinking anyway, Tom. I don't know. It might be old school, but
It's a different skill. I mean, you do a cross and drop, you pass wide, and that player cuts to the net. It doesn't mean you don't go to the net. It's just you create 2-on-1s. You have close support
yeah,
instead of everybody just skating lanes straight down the ice. The
yeah.
puck carrier is there. There's no, there's no simple play. It's all about creating 2-on-1s. That's what Gretzky said. That's all hockey is. Create 2-on-1s and give and go. That's what the game is.
So with a center drive and Paquet is on the outside now should have the ability to go to the inside if F2 is driving the net. Gives F1 gives them three options or four if F3 is kind of hanging around on the top. Um, and you should get if you have a pure 3-on-2, which doesn't happen all that often, um, you should have a good scoring chance if you can get the kids to shoot the pucks. Um, One of the things I noticed when I was coaching girls before is they'll come down the outside, they'll get to the hash mark, can't think of anything to do, and they just sort of lob it at the goalie. They play catch with the goalie, and then the play is dead. And we got to try to eliminate that. The boys do the same thing. Um, make a play. I always say, make a play. Try something. Don't just go all the way down to the hash marks and quit. And you're not going to score from out there. If you do, it's because the goalie is out to lunch. And but how much time do you guys spend working on shooting?
Well, we have once every 2 weeks, they go to a shooting place and shoot. Like,
Yeah,
they take a lot of shots in my practices. And
yeah,
we do, and we'll do one timers. They get there and pass the partner four. They take turns to 4 shots.
yeah.
Like I would pass to you and then skate backwards. You pass to me and I take a one timer
Right. We do
and
those too.
do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's
I'd
good
just
stuff.
like to answer that question for you. GHC, they have 1 day a week of shooting
Hmm.
scheduled with a professional shooting instructor. They put their skates on and they're on plastic ice, a number of sheets in small area with nets, and they are working on all kinds of shots. And it's really paid off. Like now, our U13 level, they can shooting from the point is now a threat. It's not like a long set shot, a lob to the net. They can place that puck. They can put some mustard on it. And one thing I want to mention, Tom, all these girls coming up now, and hell, they're not looking at the puck as much. Their first thing they're doing is looking around,
Yeah.
and I am blown away by their ability to get their heads up and see the ice and move the puck. So I'm really optimistic about the next number of years and
On the
watching
girls.
kids
Yeah.
progress to the next level. And
Yeah.
Tom, you're the benefactor of some of those players graduating to you. And I watch your game on the weekend, and boy, they played some possession hockey. I mean, in boys hockey, it's sort of dump and chase and pressure on forecheck. And some teams, that's their offense, dump and forecheck.
Yeah.
And there's times that's got to be part of it. But being able to control that puck and possess it and share it, uh, it creates so much more in the long run.